A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Check, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check, smash.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Panthers nothing.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Nix to the air. Open man is Myers. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And now an audible here into something else. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. James Pierce able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Bates' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 19 tight, 19.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. look at this Carolina defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Working out of the gun is Nix. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So far off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, here's Nix. That is caught. McMillan with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Nix from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
At the 2-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And it's caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Bombers. Ready. 180. Captain.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Malik Willis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes are going somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Panthers 3.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw is Nix. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's Nix. This is caught by McMillan. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Nix once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jacoby Myers as the 1st half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
14, Panthers
10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers 10.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. Nix looking deep downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get across midfield into the Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and a couple.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Palmer. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage.
For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
28. Panthers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. They'll find McMillan here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Panthers.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
First score, Falcons 48, Panthers 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Come on, come on.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready, ready?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Cougar 19. Hey, smash. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Now Willis to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At the 49-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And 12 at the 39-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Panthers 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. yards. Nix to the air. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
First down.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Panthers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? I was going to ask you,
maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep now for McCall. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
19 tight. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 77 Wolves.
They'll set up to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw again. That is caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because When he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
42, Panthers 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That's good. Panthers first down. First and 10 at the
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now they're audible to something else. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Back to the air with Nix. To the right side and intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurt. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Gets around him. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Okay.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready. Take go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Palmer. And he is is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Tag! 18, come, street. Check smash. Hurt. Check.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check, Bobcat.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. 27 yards. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught by Myers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nix from the shotgun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw is Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.